my friends. This is Natasha. We are getting right into a kettlebell Tabata. Countdown now. Pick up the kettlebell in your right hand. We have a squat, side bend to the right. Go. Squat down. Now bend the right knee as you lean to the right. Sit back in your chair, touch the ground if you can, and then side bend. Find your own pace that works for you. Go heavy if you have it. Challenge yourself. And we'll take 10 seconds in between exercises. Same thing, left hand. Pick up the kettlebell in your left hand. One squat, one side bend. Go. Squat down, bend the left knee as you lean over to the left. Ten seconds rest. Swings are up next. You're going to hike the kettlebell in between your legs and thrust the hips forward. Set yourself up. Hike back, go. The force of your hips. Let the weight fly up. Exhale on exertion. You can go about shoulder height if you have a heavy weight, or maybe about 45 degrees up. Beautiful. 10 seconds rest. Up next, pass under lunges. Pick up the kettlebell in your right hand. Your left foot's going to lunge back and you'll pass under the leg. Go. Try to keep the body pretty upright. You'll have a slight hinge to make that pass under happen. Rest. Come on down quickly to a seated position for halos. Legs out in front of you. Bend the knees if you have tight hamstrings. Curl the weight into your chest, and here we go. Over and around the head. One direction and then the other, alternating. Keep that kettlebell close to the head. Elbows lift high, and again, close to the head. Sitting up nice and tall with strength from the core. Ten seconds, back on your feet. We have a bent over row. You're going to dip into a squat and change hands. Go ahead and pick up that kettlebell in your left hand. Bent over, go. Row, set it down, dip your hips down and up. Bent over row, squat, switch hands. So you're sitting down and then switching hands. Bent over row, dip, switch. Weight goes back into those heels. Core is on, flat back. Rest, come to standing, pick up the kettlebell in both hands. Bicep curl with knee lifts. You can hold on to the sides or the ball. And go, knee and curl. So core strength to keep your posture nice and a little bit of balance incorporated as you lift the knee. And we have that bicep curling in with no momentum, all strength. Great work, 10 seconds. It's a goddess or sumo squat. We're going to pick up the weight, catch the ball, and side bend. Here we go. Dip, catch, side dip to the right. Catch the handle, do it again, catch, side dip to the left. Try and get fluid with it. Catch and dip to the right. Lift, catch, dip to the left. It can be a slight hand position change where you just go from the top to the sides, or you could throw it up and catch the ball. Beautiful job. Awesome work here. We are on our 1 minute of rest. That was your first Tabata. We repeat the same drills one more time, so you will be familiar with everything and you can push a little bit harder. Take your rest, whatever that means for you, walking around, drinking water, stretching. Ideally, during a Tabata or a HIIT class, you're pushing so hard during the work that you need those rest times. You can always hit pause if you need more time. Otherwise, come on back. That timer's gonna start and we have a squat side bend. Pick up the weight in your right hand, squat side dip, go. Squat down, bend the right knee, dip to the right. Try not to lean forward on the lateral bend. Reach it over to the side. You should feel that side bend in the obliques, those side abs, to pull over and retract back. Ten seconds rest. Switching sides, same exercise on the left hand, left side bend. Pick up the weight, go. Sit in your chair and lateral bend. It helps to bend the knee of the direction you're going, so that left knee is going to bend and you're going to hinge to the side. Ten seconds. Swings up next. Set yourself up in a triangle. Hands on the sides of the kettlebell. Hike it back. Thrust, you're on. 30 seconds. Time. 10 seconds. Next up, pass under lunges. Lunge back, pass the kettlebell under the leg, behind the knee, go. Big step back, 90-degree knees. Find a good pace that challenges you. Ten seconds. Quick transition, come down to seated. Seated halos. Pick up the weight, bring it into the chest, and go. Halo to the right, to center, and to the left, and center. Ten seconds on your feet, bent over row, squat back, switch hands. And go. Bent over row, weight down, sit, dip, and switch. And time. 10 seconds, just enough time to pick up that kettlebell and transition to the next exercise. The kettlebell's in both hands. Bicep curl and knee tuck. Go, curl and tuck. Bend the elbows, don't let them move. Keep them by the ribs. Use your hip flexors and your core to pull that knee up. Set it down, open up your knees to sumo or goddess. We're gonna throw the kettlebell up, catch and side dip. Here you go. Bend, throw it up, switch grip, side dip. To the right, alternating. Now to the left. And rest. That was your second round. We have 8 new drills coming up. Take time to recover. Drink water, walk around. First drill starts seated, so when you're ready to come on down, grab your kettlebell. We are going to roll like a ball, but then one foot tucks, the other one steps forward. You're going to be in a kneeling position with momentum, and then you're going to forward press the weight. Hold onto the sides or the ball of the bell. You're going to press the weight over the chest, and then you'll gather up momentum. Here's that timer countdown. Gather up momentum, tuck one foot in, one over, roll, push, press, and then just alternate. Now tuck the other foot and step forward. Try to get that down. Use your core to roll and then your arms to push. Awesome job. You'll have time to do that again if you were a little confused. Curtsy swings. Travel side to side and swing the weight the direction you're going. Go. Little curtsy and ski swing down the side of the hip. And rest. Next up, clean and push press alternating sides. You're going to rack the weight by pulling it around the arm. Go. Clean and drive it up. On the way down, you rack and set it down. So we have momentum that pulls the weight around the arm, elbow hugs in, and then drive up through that shoulder. Practice it so you don't slam the weight on the forearm. It should be a nice, soft wrap around. Great job. Come on down to kneeling. We have a kneeling hip thrust with a tricep press. Grab onto the sides or the ball and then take the elbows up high. Goes up and down. Hip thrust and press. You are on that clock. Elbows stay nice and close to the head. Press the hips forward. Bend and straighten. Perfect. Set the kettlebell down. We have one push-up. You're going to tap the kettlebell with each hand, and then you're going to tuck the knee over the kettlebell, right, left. Set up in plank. Go. One push-up, hand, hand, knee tucks, knee tucks. Push up, tap, tap, and then try to get that knee over the kettlebell. Of course, you can always modify by doing push-ups on the knees. And break. Flip yourself over, grab the kettlebell in one hand. You have a quarter ab roll, and then you're going to stack your hips and shoulders. Come on down, press the weight over the shoulder, go. Roll up to the hand, roll down the spine, then stack, turn, press, stack your hips and shoulder. So tuck the chin, press off that bottom hand, roll up, roll down, stack, and back. You might downsize to a lighter weight on this one. It's quite challenging with a heavy weight. Great work. Stay here. We just have the other side. Same thing. Switch hands. The opposite leg and arm are out for support. Go. Tuck the chin. Press off the bottom hand. Sit up. Roll down. Then turn, stack your shoulders and your hips, and come back. And 10 seconds to get on up. We have an American swing to a burpee jump back. It's a big swing that goes over the head. Hike the weight back and thrust arms up. Set it down softly, jump back, jump in. Big momentum to get that weight over the head. You did it. Awesome job. You have one more round to go, and it's these same drills. Take your rest. You deserve it. Walk around, drink some water, and meet me back. As you start to think about coming back for drill one, remember we come all the way down on our back. We use our abdominals to roll. We come to kneeling and forward press the weight. Come on down, whatever's more comfortable with your grip, grabbing the side of the handles or the actual ball part. You'll see the countdown start. Here it is. And then get ready to roll in 3, 2, and 1. Rock and roll. Push, press forward. And roll. Switch legs each one. Great work. On your feet, we have our curtsy swing that moves laterally. Give yourself space and momentum. Go. Side curtsy, Thrust hips and arm forward. Ten seconds. Clean and press up next. Your alternating sides. Go ahead and grip onto the weight. Wrap it around and push press. You are on. Rest, come on down to your kneeling position for those tricep presses with your hip thrust. Take the elbows up, weight behind the head. Go. Thrust and charge, straighten and bend. Elbows high. Great, set the weight down, come into plank or push-up position. One push-up, tap, tap, tuck, tuck. And go. One big push-up, tap it, and then tuck, tuck. Try to get that knee close to the chest so you're using your core for compression on those tucks. And 10 seconds to flip yourself over, ab roll up, stack shoulder and hip. Take the weight in one hand, straighten the opposite leg and arm. Tuck the chin and go. Curl up to the hand, roll down, and then drive up through the shoulders. You stack the shoulder and hips. One of each. I got a little stuck there. Do the best you can. You can always set the weight down too if you're struggling too much. Ten seconds, same thing, other side. Switch hands, come on down. Opposite leg and arm extend. Use them. Go. Tuck the chin, press onto the hand. Roll down the spine with control, and then turning shoulder, hip stack. Roll back. Tuck and lift. Awesome. Come onto your feet. Last exercise. Set 8 is that American swing that goes all the way over the head. Jump back, jump in. And go. Hike, thrust. Set it down softly. Bend the knees. Jump back in. Maintain a flat back when you set the weight down and when you pick it up. This is your final time to just give it all you've got. Lay it all out on the floor. 10 seconds, push yourself. You did it. High five. Go ahead and spread your fingers, walk back to downward facing dog. Pedal your down dog. Take some nice deep breaths as you bend one knee and the other. Softly come down onto the knees. Take a couple rounds of cat-cow. Rounding and arching the spine. Then we'll go into some camel sweeps. Tuck the toes under and sweep the hips and heart up. Go from side to side. You can take your time on these. Think about opening up the chest, the shoulders, the hip flexors, and quads. Take any other stretches you may need. Take a couple deep breaths filled with gratitude. Please let me know how the class went. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. You can also leave requests for me. Bye.